We are recording.
Okay, yeah, we're recording.
Does my mic sound okay?
Eh, about as good as mics go.
Do you hear that though?
Yeah, no, I hear that there's like a weird background noise coming on your end.
Oh, damn. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I recently sheltered a family.
A loud one? Why are you sheltering it?
No reason in particular. I guess I'm just grateful to the guys who sheltered my family back when we were going through some hard times. But yeah, I'm sorry. I guess they can be a bit loud sometimes, but nothing out of the ordinary.
My family was fairly quiet growing up. We lived in a somber home where the curtains were always drawn.
Same, but these guys are lively. And again, just to reiterate, they've fallen on pretty hard times, so it shouldn't come as any surprise that they often raise their voices. Whatever. I'm just trying to help them out of the mess they're in.
You're a real mensch, frankly.
That's a high compliment coming from you.
Is it possible, though, to just tell them you're recording? This is our very first recording for the Patreon, so we want it to sound pretty damn crystal clear.
Sure, yeah. I'll go speak with the patriarch right now about lowering the volume.
Here, just give him this.
Whoa, you're trying to get rid of it already?
Yeah, I feel kind of nervous holding on to it. But maybe the patriarch of the family you're sheltering will enjoy using it on his kids or partner?
Oh, true. Yeah. Why didn't I think of that? Stupid brain.
No, you're not stupid, Matthew. You just tend to space out.
Ha! You're one to talk.
One to what?
To talk.
Oh, sorry, no, I just didn't hear you. I think my mic cut out for a sec.
Oh, damn. Do you need to fix that before we start the episode? Maybe your connection's bad.
Yeah, at some point this month, I think I need to purchase a new USB cord, since the one I have is a bit finicky, but it should be fine for today.
Nice.
Yeah, should be fine for now.
I do have an extra if you want to use it.
I'm good, I think.
Are you sure? Like it's no skin off my back.
No skin off your what?
It's an expression, Jay.
No, I know. There was this moment there where...
What? You imagine someone slicing it off? The skin of it?
Yeah, of your back, yes. I imagine him slicing it clean off.
Okay, and to what end exactly? Like, it would be useless just lying there on the table. If he cuts it off, the skin serves literally no one. Not that it does much for me, honestly. Well, it's stuck to my back. Or at least I haven't found much of a use for that area as of yet.
Self-deprecating much?
Much.
You're really self-deprecating. Come on, Matthew. I pat you on the back all the time. If that area was just a gaping hole with no skin covering it, my hand would just fall right through. Your skin is seriously something I'm grateful for during times like these.
Fair enough. But are you sure you don't want to at least borrow my USB cord?
Nah, I'm good. Thank you, though, Matthew. I've just been kind of trying to pay my own way more recently, you know? Like, there's something really cool about being able to support myself and live life on my own steam, you know?
I can respect that. Okay, just hold on one second. I'm just going to go chat with the father in the living room.
The conversation with or something, like when we be having this talk. You don't make what am I sleeping with? You don't make eyes at Bob like you make eyes at Clarissa. Every time she walks in the room, it's a come on. That's it. Listen, I have had enough.
Oh, hey.
Hey. Wait, back to before. What does that mean about supporting yourself on your own steam? Like, you're going to start working or something?
Yeah. How else would I support myself?
Will you have enough time for the podcast if you're going out to some job every day?
Yeah, I should be fine, I think. Yeah. I mean, okay, Matthew, you know, up close and personal is very important to me. I'll just have to make the time.
Right. But I mean, it'll be harder to be creative if you're doing like backbreaking labor for 8 hours a day. People who spend their lives working to support themselves often entertain dreams of doing what they love, but the reality is that even if they do have like nights and weekends free, they're usually too drained and demoralized to do much of anything. You'll probably just want to turn off at the end of the day and end up watching TV instead of working on the podcast.
No. Matthew, first of all, it doesn't take much to make this podcast. You and I, we just hit that red rec button and kind of go, you know? This off-the-cuff style that we have, it uses what, like 5% of our brain power, honestly? It's literally the same as us just hanging out, which we would be doing anyway, whether we have a podcast or not, you know? 'Cause our friendship is legitimate.
Okay, true. But still, like, I know there's something I guess you find honorable about the idea of going to work, but don't you think you're kind of romanticizing it or even fetishizing it?
A fetish?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, like maybe we should be grateful for our trust funds. I mean, I know that sounds privileged, but maybe in a way it's more privileged to work when we don't have to. Like, I don't know. After all, I mean, like, most people who have to work definitely don't want to. Like, by throwing away the privileges our trust funds give us, aren't we in a way, like, I don't know, like demeaning the value of what everyday people do?
I don't think so.
The idiots in their cubicles, like mindlessly listening to podcasts as they do their drudgery, like they're grateful to what we do and what we provide for them. They want us to keep producing episodes. They don't want us to have to work jobs like other people.
Yeah, but my job would actually give a lot of material for the podcast, okay? I like working for HarperCollins, or the idea of it, and I like the idea of being a pharmacist. Or at least I like sketching them.
Exactly. That's exactly my point. Like, you're an artist, Jay. That last series of sketches you did of pharmacists at work was incredible. You really captured the bovine contentment of people earning salaries under fluorescent lights. I honestly think your problem is that you have such a beautiful way of interpreting the world, and you sometimes get seduced by your own depictions of that very world. But what you've got to remember, Jay, is that the world, the raw material for your artistic vision, is really quite ugly. Like, in my fiction, or in our podcast, or in one of your drawings, we can make people out to have rich inner lives, but in reality, there's no one on this planet who isn't fundamentally shallow, mercenary, and dull. People, my friend, are always in the process of giving birth to themselves, to their own souls. But without us, without artists, the OBGYNs of the spirit, they always miscarry.
Yep. So I guess that's why they get a kick out of the podcast and enjoy the apps. Matthew, what's new in the hood?
Well, my neighborhood is pretty quiet, but the country as a whole is reeling from the impact of the recent presidential election.
They don't like the results, or
Some do, some don't, depending on if they're a Republican or a Democrat.
A win is a win. If both people could be winners, it wouldn't be much of a contest, would it?
Nope. The election is tricky by design. The nominees face obstacles and challenges that are designed to eliminate them all. Well, not exactly all of them. I mean, the last man standing gets to be president.
for a period of time?
For a period of time, yes. And the country is reeling, RN, after reading about the results. The next 4 years are certainly going to be interesting.
This result was largely expected, no?
Well, the people with the most accurate predictions had a pretty good sense of what was going to happen well ahead of time. But some people were completely taken by surprise.
I don't know. I guess there's a part of me that wonders how this is all going to impact the international scene.
Oh, that? More often than not, they're too busy watching the world cinema of Francois Truffaut and drinking vino.
True enough, yes. What this country needs is a little less politics, a little more drinking.
Hear, hear.
Should we,
What?
you know,
What? Drink alcohol?
let's put our money where our mouth is, or was.
I'm actually just taking a little break from drinking right now.
Oh, for real? Or?
I mean, not anything serious. I just want to be a bit healthier or something. I mean, the damn stuff is so damn expensive.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's chill. Let's chill. Okay, politics aside, what's been going on with you in your personal life?
I mean, I can have one.
Are you sure? This vintage is older than you are, my friend.
How old?
21 years to the day.
No, I mean, how old is the wine?
Oh, okay. 22, exactly. My bad. I just thought you were asking me something else.
You think I'd forget my own age and birthday?
You are spacey.
Come on, I'm not that bad.
No comment. Matthew? Matthew, hey, what are you looking at?
Huh? Oh, do you see those birds flapping nearby us?
Yeah, I know them. They live right near our studio in a nest.
I just had an insane idea for this app, which we can't actually do because it would get the birds kind of sick.
I read you loud and clear. You mean feeding them our alcohol to make them act drunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I think it would just get them really sick.
It's funny to imagine them flying around and doing loop-de-loops. But yeah, I think in reality they wouldn't be doing so hot.
We could get our flies drunk.
Okay. Yeah, nice. Let's do it. I mean, what, you brought one of the cases or?
We only have about 4 left, but this is a pretty decent use for one. Plus, it'll definitely be entertaining for our listeners.
It's interesting seeing them in the wine. Seeing them drown in the wine.
Yeah, no. I bet not a single one of these flies expected this outcome when we collected him or her.
Who knows? Maybe they did.
Yeah, maybe they're geniuses.
Hey, that one's mine.
Cole?
Cole?
What are you guys doing?
We're putting flies in this. Or pouring this on flies. Whatever.
Jay, I told you not to put my one in any drinks or broth. That's my fly, and it's absolutely soaked.
Oh, this one's yours? Oh, Cole, I'm sorry.
It's fine, Matthew. You didn't know. But I did specifically talk to Jay about this a few years ago.
Cole, I'm.
Jay, some things are just best kept dry. And of course I understand that much of what you do is in the spirit of play. That's my fly that I entrusted you with. I was saving him or it for a special occasion.
Cole, I'm sorry.
I was going to have him fly around near my kid or wife.
Oof.
Cole, I'm really sorry. I wasn't thinking, all right? I can give you some of mine, okay? We have 3 other cases, and... stupid brain! You know I get caught up in the spirit of the moment and in the spirit of play. I just space out, and...
It's okay, Jay.
It is?
Yeah, it is.
It really is totally fine.
Yeah, it's actually kind of awesome. I got to admit right now.
Mm-hmm. And you want to know why, Jay?
We actually planned this whole thing.
What?
We wanted to prove that Matthew isn't the spacey one, and that you're actually kind of a space cadet yourself. Matthew talked to me about how you've been calling him spacey when you're actually also kind of spacey, and...
So, yeah, we set up this fairly disturbing situation.
Oh, to prove a point. Oh, nice. That's legit.
Yepers?
Anyway, it's all good. Seriously, no skin off my back. Wait, why are you guys snickering?
It's just something from earlier that was funny.
Awesome.
All right. So I'm a little spacey about flies. Sue me.
Careful what you say. I'm litigious.
Anyways, how you guys doing? How are you guys doing?
No, we should be asking you that. You're the one here for the interview.
And you're early, which is awesome.
Yeah, thanks for having me on your podcast, guys.
Hey, actually, is it okay if we just pause this recording really fast and then we can just clean this up and then record? I don't know. Is that okay with you, Cole?
Sure, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll get the mops. And we're live.
Today, our guest is Cole Kush. Oh, yeah. He's a Canadian filmmaker, writer, and artist. He actually currently runs an artist-run video streaming platform. It's called Eternal.tv.
Eternal dot what?
TV. Dude, we have shows on there.
You know this, Matthew. There's J Humor, which is kind of this trippy, sort of 3D, really cool show that you actually help provide creative consulting services on, which
Right.
I appreciate, of course. And also there's the show UJB, which I made with Steve Smith and Jerry Paper.
Right.
Now, Cole Kush, hey, how can we even begin to introduce this guy?
Well, above all, he's a friend. I met him at a wedding, and you, I believe, met him at a creative function. And somehow along the way, we all managed to find common ground, somehow. You two even wrote a show together.
Day World.
Yep. You two wrote and starred in Day World, and Cole animated it. The pilot for the show, I believe, aired on Adult Swim, and It was produced by Absolutely Productions, which is helmed by Tim Heidecker, among others.
Yes.
Oh my God, yes, I love it.
I guess I'll just start by asking the first question. Cole, first of all, welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Matthew. I love you both so much, and I feel so welcome here.
We love you too.
Cole, just want to say thank you for doing this podcast. And I'm sure you know, but you know I got your back, right?
Oh yeah. So Cole, pleasantries aside, tell me about Day World. Like, what's it really like in the Adult Swim offices?
Well, let me ask you something, Matthew. Do you like swimming?
That's random, but yes, I do.
Not as random as you think, okay?
Well, did you know that Adult Swim Offices has a pool?
Oh, holy shit.
So yeah, basically Adult Swim is incredible. The offices, if a boring word like offices even applies, have a pool, a ping pong table, you name it. And to top it all off, vending machines galore.
Yes. And the vending machines are funny. The vending machines sell condoms to the workers.
That sounds like a blast.
It is. It was, and I'm sure it still is, since they're still going strong over there.
It was really fun working on Day World with Cole, Matthew. Such a privilege, really, to work in a setting where creatives can just kind of let loose, have fun, and express themselves.
Yeah, no matter how weird your idea is. In fact, the weirder it is, the more you respect it over there.
Yeah, it's a lovely channel.
When Adult Swim is on, change the channel suddenly disappears from my vocabulary.
Matthew, I've seen you watch TV. Not much disappears from your vocabulary. You're always asking questions about what's happening on screen.
Come on, just cut him some slack, Cole. It's just a different way of engaging with media.
I know it's annoying. Sorry.
No, you know what's annoying is when you stand in front of the TV. Or worse, when you start calling your exes while we're watching TV. Like, can't that just wait?
Oh yeah, I understand that. The characters on TV look and act like my ex as well.
Oh, wait, I didn't know you had exes, Cole.
I'm sorry it didn't work out.
Oh, it's fine. They were amazing people, but it just wasn't the right time or place to interact with them. So we just ended things straight and simple.
Cole,
Yes, Jay?
just tell me one thing.
What?
Please tell me you didn't break up via text.
No. I actually respect that an individual has taken the time and effort to be in a relationship with me, so I always made sure to break up with them somewhere chill.
What's a good spot for ending things with a loved one?
There's a big fountain near my old childhood home that works as a good meetup point. It's enclosed by 2 elliptical balustrades. It has multiple levels. The central feature at the top of the terrace is a bronze statue that was actually commissioned in the 19th century.
Whoa.
Yep. The bronze 8-foot statue depicts a female winged angel touching down upon the top of the fountain, where water spouts out and cascades into an upper basin and into the surrounding pool. Beneath her are 4 3-foot cherubs representing temperance, purity, and health, and peace. Though I always forget which one is which.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you are a motherfucking rock star, Cole.
Mm-hmm.
And you just like the look of the statues. I mean, who cares what the cherubs represent?
Yeah, it's art, you know. It's open to anyone's interpretation.
That's right. Anyway, that's usually where I go to break things off. We explain to each other what hasn't been working for us and conclude that there's probably no way of fixing these problems because we're fundamentally incompatible.
And meanwhile, the water just keeps cascading down, huh?
Yep, only to shoot back up. And on holidays, they actually have multicolored lights installed underneath the water, which can be stunning.
That's awesome.
Love is crazy. I mean, my grandfather, for instance, he had a massive rose garden, like over 200 different species. And every Friday, without fail, he'd go out into the garden, clip a dozen, and make my grandmother a bouquet. Like, does love like that even exist anymore?
Nice. Hey, does he still do that?
Well, he's ill right now.
Do you guys ever think about how time seems to get faster as you get older?
Yes, often.
I don't think about it much.
When I was a kid, I remember sometimes playing hooky from school. I'd spend the whole day in bed drawing characters that would later find their way into Mac DeMarco and Home Shake music videos. And I remember feeling like each day was a whole universe, so spacious and yet so alive with thoughts and dreams. I would keep looking at the clock thinking, when will this day end? But they just made me keep working and working.
And now?
Now time just seems to fly by, especially when I'm chilling with you guys.
If time feels subjectively faster every year, then I wonder what it'll be like when we're grandparents.
Probably faster than a supersonic jet.
Oh, hey.
Take off.
Oh, Houston, we are cleared for takeoff.
Oh, no. You just scared him.
It's okay, my fine feathered friend.
Yes, you can come back here, little bird. We're just chatting about what life will be like when we're grandparents.
And we officially seem crazy. Talking to birds.
Well, how else are we supposed to talk to them? Sign language?
Yeah, if it's a deaf bird, why the hell not?
I would love to pet a bird that's deaf. I could listen to music as loud as I want without bothering the animal in the least.
Speaking of becoming grandparents, Cole, do you ever want to have kids?
Yeah, I actually had a son with my wife fairly recently.
Whoa, that's awesome. Hey, that's one last thing to check off that bucket list of yours.
Yep, I'm almost done crossing off my list.
If the three of us mated and had a kid, it would be such a weird but quite excellent entertainer, huh?
Yes, it probably would be, yeah. Hey, but I want to know what else is on Cole's bucket list.
Oh, you know, the usual stuff.
Don't be coy.
I'm just being discreet.
Cole, please, we're friends. There's no need to hide from us.
Well, it's a bit embarrassing.
Out with it. Come on.
Please.
I want to bungee jump. I don't know. I know it sounds stupid, but that's the next thing on my list after having a son. It just seems so fun when I see people doing it in the movies and TV shows, or when I read about them doing that in novels, or when I play video games that simulate the experience.
That doesn't sound so embarrassing.
What draws you to bungee jumping exactly?
Okay, well, I have this image in my head of how it would go. Basically, I don't know if you guys know this, but usually when you go bungee jumping, there's an instructor/supervisor who monitors the whole thing and ensures that everything goes safely and smoothly and that everyone's having a good time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so basically, as soon as I'm strapped in, when I'm ready to jump and I'm looking over the edge of the platform, I want to suddenly turn my head to the instructor or supervisor until I'm facing her or him. And then I want to open my mouth and say something to him or her.
All right, here it comes.
I'll turn my head so slowly to him or her, and suddenly my mouth will open and I'll just start saying it. I'll say, what goes up must come down. And then I'll jump.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Go, Cole. Go, Cole.
And not only that, as I jump, I'll be screaming and laughing and shouting, Geronimo! At the top of my voice. And I'm already a pretty loud guy, but the adrenaline will make me say it so loud that every person within miles will suddenly go, did you guys hear that?
You're going to make quite the racket, my
You
friend.
should just do it.
Well, yeah, except there's just one thing.
What?
I'm afraid of heights.
Damn, yeah. I'm sorry. I don't think there's any way of getting around that one.
I think it's possible to conquer your fear, Cole.
I'm almost 30, Matthew. I've lived with fear all of my life. I don't know how I'd even define myself without it. In some ways, it's what drives me to be creative and do art projects.
Cole, look, I get being attached to your fears and pain. I definitely have that stuff with my own things too. I think it's a myth that you need to be unhappy to make good art.
Really?
Yeah, and There are a lot of evidence-based treatments around these days that have shown a lot of promise. Sure, maybe you'll never love heights, but I think it's possible to manage phobias and learn to live with them on some level.
I highly doubt it. I mean, what, you're talking about cognitive behavioral therapy and exposure therapy? I mean, I've heard good things, but it just seems totally unlikely to me that that stuff could ever work. I mean, Cole's really afraid of
No,
heights.
hey, these treatments have shown promise.
It doesn't work for everyone. And some people are just stuck the way they are.
Agree to disagree?
Fine, fine.
Wow, that was nice to see.
Or
Spoke too soon.
we could ask our listeners.
I'm down. Okay, listeners. Hey, listen up. Do you think cognitive behavioral therapy and exposure therapy are effective treatments for debilitating phobias and PTSD?
I feel like I already know what all the listeners are going to say already, but okay, go on.
Matthew, come on.
Okay, let's hear what they have to say.
Well, with my experience with CBT, it helps in some cases with anxiety disorders and various manic depressive disorders. Have a good one.
Yeah, sounds good. Hey guys, this is Matt. So, exposure therapy, in my opinion, is a crazy effed up way to try to fix someone's PTSD. Like, for instance, I have a deathly fear of bees, and I went to visit my buddy in Salt Lake City, which is in the state of Utah, which is actually named the Beehive State. He took me on a hike because he thought he was going to fix my fear of bees, and it scared the hell out of me and made me even more scared of bees. So I just want to say, Danny, don't ever take me around bees again. Thank you. Exposure therapy does not work.
You know what's even more effective? Psychedelics. I'm talking acid. I'm talking LSD. I'm talking Ram Dass. I'm talking Timothy Leary. I'm talking plant medicine and ayahuasca, fungus, psilocybin, and of course, mushrooms.
I have been exposed to many things in my life that were deeply terrifying, and after repeated exposure, they're still terrifying, but less so.
Do I think cognitive behavioral therapy or exposure therapy is good for post-traumatic stress disorder or phobias? No, I don't. Thanks.
TBH, I don't know much about exposure therapy, but that might also help. So yes. The answer is yes, it does. It helps. Thank you.
Okay, well, I'm down to at least try it.
Fair enough. Can't hurt to at least see how it goes, huh?
No, can't hurt. It's okay to ask for help sometimes, you know? Y'all know nobody's perfect. But trained clinicians can get us damn near close, frankly.
Cole, is there anything you want to plug before we go?
No, nothing much. Just subscribe to Eternal.tv, y'all. Watching the videos on there is a great way to pass the time.
I just came up with an ad, Cole.
What is it?
It's an ad for Eternal.tv.
Ooh, I feel like I know how this goes already.
Quiet, you. JK. Anyways, okay, here goes. Tired of Netflix and chilling? Subscribe to Eternal.tv and start watching some of the most insane videos ever, including ones by Jerry Paper and Mac DeMarco.
Eternal.tv and chill, yo.
Basically, yep.
Nice. I'll use that in an ad. It was great hanging out with you guys.
Bye, Cole.
Bye, Cole.
Peace, y'all.
Hey, y'all. You have officially reached the end of your free trial period.
You have officially reached your maximum capacity of free humor.
JK.
No, what you just heard was totally free. You got to pay for the good shit. You want good shit? Pay for it.
Oh, nice. So Chris D'Elia or Chris D'Elia's bio?
Yep, his Twitter bio.
Well, his bio may be witty. His actions with minors have certainly taken kind of a turn for the worse lately.
Yeah, I don't like what Chris D'Elia did. Doesn't matter how funny your stand-up comedy is. Nothing justifies unethical behavior.
But yeah, I mean, Chris's basic point definitely still stands. If you want to hear the good shit, you're gonna want to subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah, Patreon is kind of neat. It's an alternative tech American membership platform that provides business tools for content creators, essentially, to run their own subscription service.
Right.
It helps creators and artists. Yeah, Matthew, you know about this, right? What it does is helps creators and artists earn a monthly income, essentially, by providing rewards and perks to their subscribers.
Yeah, it's a great site that a lot of our peers are getting turned on to.
Huh?
Okay. Yeah, it's an expression, Jay, because basically people are just signing on in droves.
As creators or patrons?
Both. I mean, everyone has their own way of navigating the site, and whether that's creative output or simple consumption.
Oh, so either they get something out of it or they put something into it, or
Exactamundo. Okay. Plus, there's also the people running the site. I mean, you can't forget them. And the company raised, I believe it was 2.1 million in August 2013. And that was mostly, I think, from mainly just a group of venture capitalists and angel investors. There's something to that. Can't be denied.
Not half bad for a start. Hopefully the company continues to grow through the coming weeks and months, and we can actually be part of the ground floor, as they say.
Yeah. I mean, keep in mind, y'all, if you subscribe to us, you're actually helping the company and all of the Patreon employees, because 5 to 12% of what we make goes straight to the company coffer.
Wait, 5 to 12%? That seems remarkably fair. I'd be willing to pay a hell of a lot more than that to those innovative software developers.
Yeah, so just come on, y'all. Head on over to our site. You can subscribe using, I believe it's 3 different tiers. $5 lets you hear extended episodes,
including this one.
Uh-huh.
And if you're willing to dish out a little more, you can join us every month for a community pasta party.
I'm getting hungry already. Jay, can I put basil on my pasta?
Yes, you can put basil on your pasta. Oh, and one more thing. Don't go on the Discord while you're eating your pasta. You might get sauce or a noodle stuck to your iPhone.
Oof. Wait a second. There's a Discord? I love Discord. That's a cool way for creative types to get to know one another. Or if they already do know one another, it's a cool way to get to know one another on a different platform.
All right, well, this Patreon sounds cool. I'm going to be checking out a bit more later. And in the meantime, I guess we're going to make the eps a bit longer for the people who are spending their hard-earned cash.
All right, y'all. If you do subscribe, don't forget to tag us in a post showing you at work so we can see what you do to afford the subscription.
I hope you enjoy your job. That would be awesome. It would be awesome for you, for us, and frankly for the overall stability of our economy.
Peace, y'all.